Usually when issues of abuse arise, it is centered around women and children. This time, however, filmmaker Jumeke Odetola is exploring abuse within unlikely quarters as she puts the male gender on the receiving end in her new movie, My Mirror.
Another day, another red carpet premiere from Nollywood as the industry gains momentum post-pandemic lockdown. While there are still some restrictions here and there, Nollywood is largely back on the front foot. The new movie, My Mirror, produced by Jumoke Odetola, stars Seun Akindele as a victim of several forms of abuse and the knock-on effect it has on him.
Baby, baby, my beautiful lady, you got you waiting in my mind.
Òkúta iyebíye ni wúrà kò láfiwé láàrin àwọn ẹkẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀.
Ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ èmi gbọ́ rí.
That's the problem.
I control your actions.
Now is the time for you to leave him because he's evil.
This is a dream come true for me because this started as an idea that I conceptualized, and then with the right team we're able to bring the storyline to life. So the lessons in this movie, the movie addresses abuse in different forms, abuse from parents to their children, abuse from abuse in men also, because a lot of times people feel men are not supposed to be expressive in terms of how they feel, in terms of the things they go through. A lot of times I hear things like, you're a man, come on, man up. Why should, what's the meaning of being a man? Does being a man make somebody inhuman? No. Men have, they have a right to expression, they have a right to vocalize their feelings. So most times when these emotions are being suppressed, it either leads to depression or then build up of emotions that could aggravate into violent behavior and attitude.
Babe.
And my husband is trying to take advantage of me. Power is no longer in the muscles, it is in the head.
Torí Balógun fúnra rẹ̀ ti ń sáfógun. Tòkunbọ̀ ti ń lọ sí ẹ́mbásì lọ gba físà. Sáfẹ́jọ́gbọ̀n ti ń lọ sí kóòtù sìn gòkè, ó ti ń wá ládà tó wá fi gòkè kiri.
Shibi, you are the man. Be the man. So just be the man.
The flamboyance around the industry chiefly rides on the personalities of some individual practitioners. As popular as Nollywood is, it's still a big risk business, and she explains why.
Because most times when people do things like piracy and some other things, they feel there are no law, or like the laws on ground are not strong enough to like when they think about what they will face, they think, okay, so what's the worst thing that will happen even if I get caught doing these things? So I think the laws need to be strengthened.
Ẹ wo wife tọ̀dọ̀ tí yín, ẹ wo tèmi. Fatima, ẹ rí bó ṣe rí fati. Shut up!
Still within Nollywood and in like manner, veteran actress and filmmaker Blessing Abigesing is pushing out 2 titles simultaneously as she celebrates her 21st anniversary as an actor. The actress with over 80 titles to her credit rolls out the drum as industry veterans turn up to celebrate the event, which also marks her 41st birthday celebration. She shares her journey into the filmmaking world with entertainment news on Channels Television.
When I came in, the first movie I did was Ashes to Ashes, and it was an executive workup where I did 3 scenes. And I came all the way from Bida, where I was schooling at that time. When I came, they told me the job had moved to Enugu. I had to go to Enugu. I spent about 25,000 and I was paid 3,000. But I thank God I took that bold step, because look at me today. apart from the movies, actor from Waka Pass, executive Waka Pass, to lead characters. I've done El Dorado for 2 years. I've done This Life, Super Story, Girls Next Door. I've done a lot of movie, from TNK to Teminikon to Fix It or Kill It. What have you? I mean, my movies are over 80, and you know, if I had rejected that executive Waka Pass, I wouldn't be standing here today. So sometimes it's good to take that bold step and not look at money, look beyond money, look into the future. If you can't really see your future, but try and see how that vision looks like, you know, if you can take that bold step. So that's what I did, and I'm so happy that I did it. That's why I'm standing here today, 21 years later, as the vice president of Association of Movie Producers. I've been producing movies now for 11 years. So I mean, for me, it's been a very beautiful transition. Ups and downs, yes. A lot of temptations, yes. But I never gave up.
Man that will abandon his pregnant wife in the middle of the road with her spoiled vehicle is indeed a monster.
Her 2 new titles, Hatred and Fix It or Kill It, chronicle some of the everyday issues in this society.
Women are very disrespectful and stubborn.
Sophia, you lied to me!
Fix It or Kill It is a story of relationships, how we can maintain relationship. A lot of marriages have been broken, a lot of marriages have been thrown out of the window. I just took it upon myself to write a story where I tell people, you know, communication is key. I was a marriage counselor in the film. I tried to, you know, see how we can talk to people to say, if there's a problem, what do you do? It's communication. You understand? It's communication. You must communicate with your spouse. Whatever the issue is, communicate with your spouse. So that's basically it. And Hatred is a story of 2 sisters who hated themselves, and hatred led to something very, very bad. I think anybody that watches Hatred will stop having that hatred in their heart, because hatred never leads to anything good.
See one eye, they do have courage.
What are you watching that is making you laugh so much?
We're actually watching a very interesting program.
Oh, let me...
Sister, please stand up for my husband's leg. What kind of joke is this?